I'm in Chiang Rai, northern Thailand, with the Akha people. And this is one of the most important ingredients. So we're gonna harvest it fresh. Oh, you smell it like a sweet garlicky aroma. And we're gonna cook at least 3 dishes for an amazing northern Thai Akha meal. Oh, that's incredible. All coming up right now. But really quickly, first, how did we get here? In order to support local communities and highlight their unique food, the Tourism Authority of Thailand has recently announced Thailand's Hidden Dishes, which includes 5 rarely seen Thai dishes that come from 5 lesser visited provinces. And they asked me to travel across Thailand to eat all of them. This Thai food trip is going to take us across the country. From a rare toddy palm fruit curry in Phetchaburi to the deep jungles of Pathalung. But today we're starting our journey in the lush mountains of Chiang Rai, northern Thailand, to cook and eat a dish you won't find outside of this region. We made it. Okay. Gonna be needing a lot of coffee on this trip. But good morning, hey everyone, it's Mark Wiens. It's a very early morning in Bangkok, Thailand. And for the next, it's gonna be about 10 days. It's gonna be a fast trip, but we're gonna travel all the way from the north to the south of Thailand on a mission to discover and to eat Thailand's hidden dishes. And the journey begins right now. It's gonna be about an hour and 15-minute flight. Oh, we have about a 1-hour drive into the mountains where we're gonna find Thailand's hidden dish. But since we're right in Chiang Rai right now, let's stop for breakfast before we go. This is the spot, it's called Pha Hee, and that is Auntie Eat there who makes this dish, and the dish is called Nam Niao. Oh, she's so friendly, she's so amazing. Every time I'm in Chiang Rai, gotta be here. But she makes a dish which is called Nam Niao, which is one of the staples of northern Thailand. It's a dish you absolutely have to eat. It's this stew of meat, and her famous dish is actually, she has beef and pork, but I always go for the beef. And so you get your type of noodles, then she serves it out on top of the noodles with some green onions and a squeeze of lime and some bean sprouts on top. Oh, so happy to be here. Oh man. Yes, so good. I got the beef version. There's blood cubes. Oh, and the noodles. Always got to taste the broth, but definitely you want to be adding the chili to it. Yes. Oh yeah, that's one of the legendary flavors of Chiang Rai. And they make this dish all over northern Thailand, but Chiang Rai is one of the best. You taste the flavor of the dry chilies in there. You taste the flavor of the tart tomatoes. It has this sour meatiness to it, and then just really, really beefy. And then those herbs to just contrast the richness. Okay, let's get those noodles. Mm-hmm. Oh man, the beef is tender, meaty. The noodles just melt in your mouth and have this slight chewiness to them. So absolutely need to season with some of that dry chili, stir that around, and give it a squeeze of lime as well. Mm-hmm. Oh wow. The smoky toastiness, the beefiness, the herbal broth, the tartness, all just submerged, just absorbed into the noodles. Another thing you don't want to forget, this is fried, puffy beef skin, crackling. Which you can actually just toss them in whole, let them absorb. It pops in your mouth. So bubbly, so crispy, and beefy. And I absolutely love her roasted dry chili, fried chilies, which are then pounded into a paste. This just like bumps up that heat, gives it a smokiness. Your lips will burn. Okay, and then another thing you have to try here is called khao kanjin. And this is rice, which is then cooked down with blood to create this kind of like hold the rice together. So it's kind of like this rice casserole with blood, with fried garlic, with fried chilies, served with herbs on the side to cleanse your mouth. Oh yes, with the fried chili. Then immediately chased with herbs, coriander. And that completes the bite in your mouth. But again, yeah, the rice, it's so flavorful. You don't even really notice that it's blood. It just kind of holds the rice together, gives it some richness and some body. Then what you really taste is the fried garlic. That is powering it. The flavor, the smokiness of the chilies, that freshness of the herbs. As good as always, from here it's about an hour drive. We're driving to the northern part of Chiang Rai to Mae Sai into the mountains for Thailand's hidden dish. We're getting really high into the mountain now. It's beautiful. This car is definitely struggling on these mountain hills though. But I think we're almost there. The air is cooling off. Oh, it's so happy to be here. Beautiful. Sawadee krab. Sawadee krab. Sawadee krab. My pet, my gin krab. Oh, wow, this place is absolutely incredible. And this village is called Pha Hee. It is high in the mountains, and you come here into the mist, into the clouds with a view in the valley of Chiang Rai below. But it's so beautiful. But man, I'm just blown away by the beauty. I've been to Chiang Rai many times, and we've gone to many mountain villages, but I've never been to this village right here. Fresh air.
Take as much as you can.
Oh, what a place. Oh, you can smell coffee in the air. We're having a coffee because most of the families in this community, they all grow coffee. And that's how they make a living along with tourism. So they grow a lot of coffee around here. Oh man, I don't think you could find a better place to drink a cup of coffee. I mean, look at this view. Oh, good coffee. Look at that view. Yeah, it's just so quiet, so peaceful in the midst of the mountains. And yet, amazingly, between that valley towards where we drove up from, you can see the sun shining. Yet we're high in the mist. Met up with our host, Mr. Aran, and we are off to the garden to harvest the ingredient now. So this entire village is made up of the Akha people, who are a minority people groups who lives in the hill. It's a tribe that lives in the mountains of northern Thailand, originally coming from southern China, especially Yunnan region. And there are communities and villages of the amazing Akha people within the mountains here. in northern Thailand. Oh man, this village is amazing, and we're just starting to see our first glimpse of the coffee that they grow in this region. And this is what we came to get, which in Thai is called rakshu, which is the garlic chive roots. And that is the special ingredient. Of course, we're going to be making some dishes with the garlic chive roots, but this is the all-essential ingredient and especially important for the Akha people. These are garlic chives. So they don't have the bulbs of garlic, but they have the roots. Oh man, the roots are fragrant. Oh, you smell it like a sweet garlicky aroma. And this is the essential ingredient of the day, of the entire meal that we'll be cooking. It's all going to be based on the garlic chive roots. We're back at the coffee shop now, where they're gonna just wash off all the vegetables and the garlic chive roots.
แล้วก็ไปทิ่มต่อ
Wow. I mean, when she washes those off, it's just amazing how bright and how white those roots are.
ค่ะอันนี้หมูนี่เรา
Okay, come. We're in the kitchen now, and she's gonna get started making the first dish, which is called Laab Akha. And so Laab is a common dish throughout northern Thailand, which is a minced meat. But this is the Akha version, which is totally different. She has the minced pork, but of course she's gonna be using all the garlic chive roots, and also the garlic chives themselves, the leaves. Oh man, they're so aromatic. Okay, so also coriander, salane, mint. Okay, oh man, the herbs smell so good.
จริงๆนะคะก็หอม
Oh yeah, looks like she's gonna make it spicy for us. Oh, and then a few bulbs of garlic. Cloves of garlic go in. And then the entire mixture is then chopped together. Salt goes on. You can see that there's so many, I love that ratio. There's literally at least 50% herbs to meat. And you can tell how the entire meat has just turned green because there's so many herbs in it. The pork mixture with the garlic chive roots and all the herbs, she wraps it into a banana leaf packet, which is called ab in northern Thailand, and then that's going to roast over the fire for about 10 to 15 minutes.
ฟอยถุงใหญ่
อันนี้ทำหมูผัดรักชูไหมครับ
ใช่ค่ะ
Okay,ครับ
หมูผัดราดชูนะคะ
หมูผัดรักชู
ค่ะ
The laab is actually an extra dish. I mean, one of the dishes that I wanted to make because that's what the Akha makes so well. But actually, the main dish that we came for and that we're highlighting is called mu padrakshu, which is pork stir-fried with the garlic chive roots. So we have some pork belly here, which has already been sliced up. She's already getting started slicing up more of the rakshu, the garlic chive roots. This is the real dish that we are highlighting here today. Okay, come. She's just really frying down that pork belly until some of the oil and fat comes out, starts to render out of it. You can also already seeing it start to crispify as well. And it's starting to hiss and pop. Prik gratiem, so chilies and garlic go in, and some of that oil is drained, too much of that oil. Okay, here's the rakshu, the star of the show. Oh, that smells incredibly good as soon as she drops in those roots. Just a little water to deglaze. Soy sauce goes in. Oh man, what a dish, and the process in which she makes it. She strategically fries down everything and dry fries it, adds some soy sauce in, adds in all of those herbs, and they really start to pop and hiss. And that is done. You gotta take a look at this close up. Introducing to you, mu padrakshu. This is pork stir-fried with garlic chive roots. So they're still gonna cook another dish in the kitchen, but this is fresh out of the wok. I had to come up and just try it immediately. Oh man, with this background, I cannot wait to try sizzled down until it just completely kind of like crispifies and the pork lard fat just kind of melts with those garlic chives. Oh, I can't wait to try it. Oh, wow. That is so aromatic. Oh, man. The garlic chives are incredible. They have this garlicky flavor to them, but mild and sweet at the same time, plus herbal. Plus you've got that flavor of the pork. You've got the skin in there, the fat, the meat all in one. Crispy, salty, soy sauce, chilies and garlic. Just simple, incredible dish. And you taste everything fresh, straight from the garden, straight from the mountain. This is what we traveled here to eat, and it's so good. But we have more to cook in the kitchen, and then they're gonna prepare the full meal. What? That's a tengua? That's a cucumber? Oh man, this is the biggest cucumber I've ever seen in my life. It's huge. Oh man, my mouth is watering. But we're getting started on the next dish, which is gonna be the namprik, the chili dip, which he's gonna make with those green onions, those special mountain green onions, as well as more of the garlic chive roots.
เผาสุกแล้วกระเทียมด้วย
So the chilies and garlic have been roasted on the fire. And that's gonna go into the mortar and pestle first.
เผ็ดได้ครับ ได้ครับ
นี่จะเป็นเกลือ
ต้องหอมเลยนะคะ
Okay, and so that's the chili dip. Actually, totally nothing like another chili dip that I've seen. I mean, I've even had some variations of Akha chili dip using nuts, using like peanuts and other ingredients, but this one is just completely herbal driven, just with those green onions, with the garlic chive roots, which I've said about 100 times today already, and then with salt. One of the things that you'll notice is with the Akha as well as other tribes in the mountains is that they rarely use fish sauce, and salt is the main seasoning ingredient. Oh, almost forgot about the Laab. Okay. Oh, the Laab Akha. Oh, that smells incredible. So now we're sitting down for the full meal. Everything is ready. Khop kun mak kap. This is an absolute privilege to be here. The food is so fresh, so local, and almost all the dishes contain rakshu. Okay, so again, going for some of the mupad rakshu. This time, with the chili onto the rice. Oh man. With rice, it's so good. I love the aroma, the fragrance, even the chewy texture of the rakshu. It has this incredible chewiness to it.
Yoku?
Yoku? Oh yeah. Yoku. That means delicious in the Akha language. Okay, let's try the Laab Akha. Oh, and you can see, look at the bottom of it. You can see the bottom of it has charred with the banana leaf. Oh, wow. Oh, that's incredible. You really taste the fragrance of the garlic chives in there. Hom makครับ Hom rakshu ครับ
หอมนักชู
ใช่ครับ That's all about the garlic chives in there. The sweet garlickiness is unbelievable, and even that crunch of it. And then the chili's in there. Man, that's tasty. This is the giant cucumber, which you can eat with the chili dip. You can also eat it with rice. Okay. That has to be the juiciest cucumber you'll ever eat in your life. It's like a cucumber, but a watermelon at the same time. So crispy, so refreshing. And I love the namprik. Again, so fragrant from those garlic chives, but then also the green onions in there, which gives it this oniony flavor as well, but such a freshness, incredible freshness. So herbal. Oh, and the coriander in there too. Wow. The garlic chives are absolutely the star of this meal, the star of the show. Powering all the dishes, just from that single ingredient. And I think what I love about it is it's not overpowering, it's not too strong. It's just mild, mellow, fragrant, aromatic, and just blends in such a harmony together with all the other ingredients. Okay, and then we also have a soup here made with the pumpkin leaves and the flowers as well. That's just simple, but so fresh. Picked just 30 minutes ago. And I think also there's some of those green onions in there to give it a fragrance and some coriander as well.
นี่จะมี
หอม
ใบ
ครับ
ขิง
Oh.
ถ้ายอดฟักทองอะมันจะหอมใบขิงมันจะเข้ากัน
Okay, that's what's making it fragrant is the leaves of ginger leaves in there. Oh, Bai King กินได้ไหมครับ
กินได้กินได้
ได้ครับ Okay, I gotta taste it. Oh, this is Bai King. This is the ginger leaves. I could taste a fragrance in there. It's like a very mild ginger, but just giving it and again, aromatic. That's like the equivalent of ginger lemongrass. Like it has that grassiness to it. Very chewy, but just releases this sweet gingery aroma. อร่อยมากครับ Okay, so we have these giant leaves that we picked as well, called pak kom doi. So they're basically just calling it bitter vegetable from the mountain. Oh, it is a little bit bitter, but sweet at the same time. Crisp. อร่อยครับ And then you can dip it into that chili dip as well. You can enjoy it like that as well. That's just, it's like vegetables on top of vegetables. Oh, one more dish. We've got an omelet with the garlic chives, the leaves. Got to try that omelet while it's hot and fresh. Oh, yes. That is straight comfort food. Again, I think I've said aroma like 50 times so far this meal, but I can't help saying it. It's true, it's just so aromatic. Oily, crispy, spongy.
เอาอย่างนี้
เดี๋ยวช้อนก็ได้ค่ะ
อย่างนี้โอเค
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Everything is superb. Here's that bitter eggplant. Oh wow, it's bitter and creamy. Delicious. Oh yeah, the bitterness keeps on coming. I mean, it feels like an eggplant, but it tastes like a bitter melon. I want to say a huge thank you to Mr. Aran and his family. He has a coffee shop here, which is called Pha Hee Coffee, and he has a homestay here, so you can come here and stay and just enjoy this amazing, amazing place. From here, we're driving back to Chiang Rai town, and then we're going to meet up with my friend Chef Kong. He has an incredible restaurant in Chiang Rai, and he's going to make another dish using the garlic chive roots, but something that's going to be totally different. We came down from the mountain, we drove back all the way through Chiang Rai town and then to the opposite side of town to one of the most exclusive, beautiful resorts in all of Thailand, surrounded by rice paddy fields and lush mountains. It's called Ba Sak Thong. It's just an incredibly beautiful place. And on the grounds of the resort is a restaurant which is called Locus Native Food Lab, one of the greatest contemporary Northern Thai restaurants in all of Thailand. Chef Kong, very good to be here. Could you just tell us a little bit about the idea behind Locus Native Food Lab?
Locus Food Lab, basically, we wanted to promote Northern Thai cuisines. It's one of those infamous cuisines of Thailand. You know, people know about Southern Thai and Isan, right? But the Northern Thai cuisine is something that really not known enough. So the concept here is to interpret it into something that people can basically understand a little easier. So we're bringing all the techniques, you know, French, Japanese, and Italian, all that, and just make it nice and easy for you to understand. And I also do a lot of wine pairing here at the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Playing with food and wine, those are the things I love. And yeah, that's exactly what we do here.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here.
I'm happy to serve you. So alcohol comes later. It comes, definitely comes.
Lychee mojito. Oh, wow.
So here we are, Mark.
Kapun Kab.
So what we have here is just 4 bites, just to get you started first. On the far left, we have here khao ti. Khao ti basically is a grilled rice ball glazed with organic egg yolk and top it with red eye chili paste.
Oh, the flavor keeps on coming. The subtle smokiness. Oh, and the chili paste. Oh, what a depth of flavor.
It's a bit too ripe, it's a bit too warm, but this is just perfectly right. And crisp and nice, and we're going to be pairing this with about 2 courses from now. Excuse me, here we are. Thank you. Sanab is somewhat food of Shan's people. You find a lot in Tak or in Mae Hong Son. You don't really see them outside Mae Hong Son, in fact. And a lot of time, northern people kind of feel like, I never heard of this thing before. Of course, it's a food of the Chan's people, which I find very fascinating.
So we have our first wine pairing, and Chef Kong, he said that what he likes to do is taste a little bit of the wine. Really refreshing and crisp, and a little sourness, and then take the bite. That just melts in your mouth, and the fiddlehead ferns with the Parma ham. A little bit of caviar, but not a like over amount, just enough to like add to it and give it flavor.
So here we are.
Okay.
This is called namprik nampu. I don't know if you ever come across what nampu is, but they're black paste that comes from the paddy field crab. You know, normally when you have this thing called namprik nampu, the nampu is always, you know, hit you at the very front end. Like you take it, it hits you right in the face. What we want to do is we want to reposition that smell to the back. So that comes up with the idea of this guy.
Oh, wow. That combination. And recommended that you get a bite with a little bit of the shrimp and with a little bit of the namprik num cream and kind of a light, fluffy, like biscuity consistency on the bottom at the base with pickled cucumbers. All of it together is this incredible harmony in your mouth. Thank you.
Thank you. Julian Oz, this is Beaujolais, of course. It's semi-carbonic macerations with a grape varietal called Gamay. I think it's very versatile. We're going to be pairing it with different kinds of meat today. We've got chicken, and I even paired this with fish. You don't really see red wine to pair with fish, but here we are.
We've got the red wine. Oh, there's a lot of flavor in that wine, though. A lot of flavor, and yet refreshing at the same time. Okay, and now the totally decomposed and recomposed again in their own way, the Ha Nung Gai. Oh man, oh wow, that's good. Such a condensed flavor of chicken, plus the curry paste, the finely shaved makrut lime leaves, the crunch of the toasted rice, and just that is some of the juiciest chicken bite you'll have. And then with some of the pickled vegetables as well. Oh yeah, that's so good. Wow, the textures and the condensed chicken flavor.
This is what we paired today. We have gang banoi. Basically mean it's an angled melon or buop liam in Thai.
The smokiness of the fish, the foam, the engelgourd has this, yeah, that herb. It's a cross between lemon basil and sweet basil. And it is right there in between. Has like the pepperiness of the sweet basil, the lemoniness of the lemon basil, all in one.
What we have here is gang fakmon, or basically a winter melon curry. This is the curry of the winter melon. Normally they cook it with chicken, right? Now we changed it completely and we cook it with duck instead. What we have here, we have a dry brine duck fillet, which is local. And then we grill it on one side just to make the skin crisp. On the side, we have the winter melon that has been pickled. The winter melon puree with curry paste. It looks almost like a carrot puree. And by makrut tart or the kaffir lime leaves deep fried on top. Duck juice and a little bit of reduction of the curry itself together.
All right, such an incredible insights into Northern Thai culture. And what a dish. Oh, the tender juiciness of that duck breast, the smokiness. What you really taste is the fragrance of those fried makrut leaves. Oh man, that's delicious.
There's just stories about how you create gang ho. Normally they say that chefs of the village will pick the leftovers and then they will mix it together, adding in a little bit of noodles and adding in pickled bamboo shoot, and then you stir fry it. and they call that gang ho. I create gang ho in my own interpretations, and we got this pork cartilage that has been glazed with gang ho sauce. So let me remind you again, these are not leftovers. These are intentionally constructed for you. On the side, we have this morning glory, which is pak bung na in Thai, right? Mix it with Greek yogurt, a little bit hung lei curry powder. On top, we have the bamboo shoot that has been turned into chips.
Oh, but look at the tenderness of that, the cartilage. Oh yeah, you can see the cartilage in there. Gang ho is another dish, a very common northern Thai dish, but with a very unique story. And then with all of the research, again, totally reinterpreted, something totally different looking than a typical gang ho. It is a textural playground in your mouth. So many different textures going on. Even the cartilage is snappy, but it's tender. The crunch of the morning glory. And then we've got the crispy bamboo shoots. So refined. So just incredibly well thought out, planned. Just the deep thinking that goes into every single dish is impressive.
So what we have here is nam prik nam pak. Nam pak is actually literally means vegetable water to be exact. What it is basically a Chinese mustard leaves that has been pickled in rice water or the nam sao cow, right? The wrap.
She's the first.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is incredible. Oh, the mustard greens, the shreds of smoky buffalo, the acidity. Wow, that is spectacular with the rice. It's so meaty, yet green, and has this beautiful sourness to it as well. It brings it together like oh man, it's incredibly tasty. Really, really good.
So we have here is rakshu, right? So we just take the rakshu in, really clean it out, and we want to get rid of all this small guys like this. We don't want that, right? So the little guy goes off because once we burn them, this thing gonna really burn and make everything bitter. We don't want that, right? So we just want to take all the little guy out, and after that, we're gonna burn it with a blowtorch, so it's gonna get all blackened. Just gonna go like that. Just turn around, roll it around, just to make it burnt a little. We need that scent, and I really want you to smell it afterwards.
Okay.
See how it browns out,
Yeah.
and it gets softer as well.
So we are at the point of the meal now where we're getting the rakshu, again, the garlic chive roots. Oh, it's such a sweet,
Yeah, it's almost
sweet aroma to it.
Yeah, it almost feels like you're eating in a Chinese restaurant. Almost feel like that, right? We want this rakshu to be complementing.
Okay.
Right, I don't know if you've seen them before. They're in the same family with ginger, actually.
All right.
So we pickle them again, and we're just gonna go across. Here we
Kapun
are.
kab.
Kapun krab.
Okay, so we've reached the final dish called kua hem, and it's their own sausage, beef sausage that they make. And then this is the dish. I mean, we've already seen, we've harvested rakshu, the garlic chive roots. We've seen them being made into a variety of Akha dishes especially. And now this is a totally different, I mean, Chef Gong's own interpretation. Again, just a total transformation. Something totally unique and creative. What a unique dish. I cannot wait to try it. I'm gonna try that first one with the rakshu. Oh, that sausage. It is beefy and condensed. But yeah, not too salty. Just so packed with meatiness. Then you've got the rakshu, which has, again, that fragrant, garlicky sweetness to it, but it's been torched, so it has that smokiness. And then lightly pickled, so it has that little bit of acidity, but not overpowering at all.
What?
There's a little bit of almost like a fruity sweetness coming from something. Was that from the galangal stems, or was that from? Okay, that's from the galangal stem.
And there's a lot of cumin leaves in here actually.
Oh, okay. In the mole.
Yeah, in the mole. Yeah.
Okay, cumin leaves. Okay, last bite. Wow.
เขาไม่เคยเห็นที่ไหนทำมา
This is an absolute genius idea. Yeah, Chef Gong, man, what a concept, what an idea. And it's a surprise at the end of your meal. The full menu of dishes, yet in their traditional family recipe versions. Okay, so I'm gonna try the sticky rice, and it really is true. The sticky rice does not stick to your fingers at all, yet you can feel the glutinous in each grain. I'm gonna try the nampu. This is the patty crab. First, dip the sticky rice in. A little bit spicy. That sharp hint of bitterness. Oh, delicious. Okay, this one is the nampak.
อันนี้อร่อยมากเลยอ่ะ
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's so good. Oh, it has this incredible pepperiness. Oh man, that's tasty. Okay, this is the gang banoi. This is the angle gourd curry with the basil. Oh, that's delicious. You got the softness of the angle gourd, the flavor of those basils, salty. ห่อหนึ่งไก่
โอเค
And you start to realize you're getting some of those same flavors, some of those same ingredients, but just different. Both versions, incredibly delicious. Okay, and I think lastly, this is the pakgut, the fiddlehead ferns. Oh, that's really nice. Crisp and refreshing, cool, nutty.
Excuse me. So the granita that you see in this dessert is actually an organic coconut sugar. And you always want to start with the dessert. So one bite of dessert, one sip of wine. Now, this wine right now is the lowest alcohol wine in the world. And it's called Moscato d'Asti.
โคตรอร่อยเลย
Go try the wine.
ก่อน ดีมากเฮ้ยอันนี้ดีมากค่ะอะไรก็
Life changing.
Life changing.
So here it is. Dessert with another incredible story. You've got to mix it around a little bit. Try it. Yeah, that's incredible. Oh, and then pair it. Oh, wow, yes. The combination, the pairing. It's heavenly. Oh, man. That is a masterpiece of harmony of a dessert. Man, what a meal. Chef Gong is so talented. He's an artist. Today has been all about garlic chive roots. And I want to say a huge thank you to the Tourism Authority of Thailand for making this entire trip happen. And I want to say thank you to you for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe now for lots more food and travel videos. Tomorrow, we fly to Isan, which is a totally different region of Thailand in northeastern Thailand, where we will find Thailand's next hidden dish. You're not going to want to miss it.